guys, what's up? Welcome to another video of mine. It's AA, and this is your preview for the Chelsea-Man City game, which will take place Sunday, 4 PM kickoff at the Etihad in the Premier League, and I'm not optimistic whatsoever. But before I get into the preview, I know I haven't uploaded in about 5 days, but I've just taken a break from Chelsea completely. They've pissed me off. I decided, you know what, fuck this shit. I've had enough of Chelsea. All these rumours about Courtois coming out, holding talks, Conte. I'm going to get into all that, and the preview's going to come last. So if you want the preview, skip a little bit. But I need to get a lot of things off my chest because I'm fuming. I'm fuming. I was slightly, hoping there was some light in there, hoping we could pull out a result against Man City. But today dampened the fire, and it's a fucking shambles. It's a diabolical shambles, and there's a lot of things I need to say. Number one, let's get to Courtois. Now, Monday, he spoke to Belgian media reports about saying how he thought Conte's decision to take off Hazard against the United game early was the wrong decision. He thought that we're trying to chase a goal and you're taking off Hazard. It's not very smart. Okay, it's fair enough. It's not too bad. But this is the kicker. He came out the next day, said the same thing, but he added a bit on. So he spoke to another Belgian media presenter, whatever, on Tuesday or Wednesday, and he was firing shots. He was literally ripping Conte to shreds. He was saying, it's a disgrace how Conte thinks it's good to take off Hazard. We're trying to chase a game. You're taking off Hazard. He was then going on to, he was questioning his tactics. He was then firing shots at Morata, saying he's mentally weak, he's physically weak. I agree with you for what you're saying, but why are you coming out and saying that in public? That's what I want to know. What daft idiot decides to come out in public and say those things? Us fans know what's happening with Morata and Conte. You don't need to speak out and tell the whole world what's going on. Shut your gob. You don't need to tell people. This pissed me off, and I thought, calm down. I was going to make a video. I decided not to. Good decision, because I thought this can only get worse. Let me just round it up, which is what I'm doing now. And then a couple of days later, kind of quieting down. All Chelsea fans on Twitter pissed off. They were so gloomy, and the press, they weren't really doing much. Fair enough. Everything around Chelsea, the mood was sour. It was a shambles. It was diabolical. It was depressing. We then went on to the press conference, which took place this afternoon, early lunchtime. So I thought, okay, press conference, have a little look, ready for my preview, take some notes, etc. Let's see what Antonio Conte's got us in store. And as usual, he bigs up the opposition, which is fair enough. It is the best team in the Premier League, one of the best teams in the world right now. He's bigging them up, hyping them up, which is fair enough. They are the best team in the Premier League by far this season. And it's fair enough that you big them up. So anyway, he's bigging them up. He was saying, this is the bit. He was firing shots at the board. He was saying, this is what happens when the relationship between the board and the manager is really good, smiles and happy faces. He then went on to say how when the board gives the manager funds, and when the team is given confidence, and the relationship between the manager and the board is very good, it's exceptional. So he's basically throwing shots at the board, saying, look what happens when you trust me. Look what happens when you give me funds. Look what happens when you give me world-class players. That happens. He's basically giving an example, firing shots at the board. And even though I agree with what he's saying, again, you just don't need to say, you don't need to create attention. I do agree with what he says, and I think he was right to come out, but firing shots, like I said, he's engineering, he's manufacturing his way to get sacked. It's like he wants to be sacked. And I just don't understand. He's like, he knows he's going at the end of the season, so it's like, why should I give my respect? Why should I give 100% if you're not going to give me the funds, if you're not going to give me the support? And in my opinion, it's a shambles, to be honest. And the thing is as well, on that note, we're basically finished. This game for me is a complete write-off. Not only is it a bloody shambles, Conte's had enough. He's thrown the toys in the pram. Courtois obviously had enough. And we're going to get finessed. It's a waste of petrol going up all the way to Manchester. All the fans have paid a hard money to pay for the ticket prices to just watch us get finessed. It's a waste on the environment. I'm not even fucking joking. I don't even know why I'm making this preview, but I will. Where do I get started? Let's just have a look at the Man City's team. They have played 28 games like the rest of the Premier League. They've scored 82 goals, about to break our records. They've conceded 20 goals, joint best defensive league record. They spent over £250 million just on defenders. Two of them aren't even playing. One of them's injured, and he somehow turned Fabian Delph into one of the best left backs in the world. They've got two of the best attacking midfielders in the world in Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva. They've got Fernandinho who's basically turned better than Kante this season. They've got the best striker in the league in Sergio Aguero. They've got one of the best young talents in Leroy Sané. Oh, and not to mention we've also got Raheem Sterling, Bernardo Silva. We've still got likes of Laporte, who's not even getting into their team. They just go and buy Bravo, the best Barcelona keeper, a couple of years ago. Oh, he didn't work out. Oh, you know what? Let's go get Edison. Let's splash another 50 mil on him and no problemo. I mean, it's a fucking... Do you want me to keep going on? I mean, it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And you expect us to get a result after the way we've been playing, the turmoil, the toxic atmosphere of our football club. You expect us to get anything from that game. You are one deluded motherfucker. That's all I'm going to say here. That's the last night. I mean, it's a disgrace. We've got the likes of... I mean, we're going to get roasted. We're going to get hounded out. They took the piss out of Arsenal twice, 3-0. 3-0 at the Carabao Cup final, 3-0 at the Emirates. Bernardo Silva, what a goal. And he's not even a bloody starter. I mean, we've got no chance. I mean, if you look at the positives, they've already been beaten. But Liverpool, they play a high-press game. We don't. We sit back like a scaredy cat. And, yeah, I'm not optimistic, as you can tell. I mean, one positive, we've got Hazard and Willian who can change the game in an instant. I mean, that's it, really. We've got no choice. We've got a striker who can't even get on target. We're so screwed. We've got Morata who can't even score. Giroud doesn't get to even given a chance. I mean, David Luiz is nowhere to be seen. Bakayoko is just poor. Emerson's nowhere to be seen. I mean, Courtois coming out. And another thing I want to mention before I get into my first 11. I'm dropping Courtois. I've had enough. This guy is pissing me off. It's okay for him to come out and say he loves Real Madrid because it's family. I respect that, and I'm okay with that. But crossing the line, saying your father and your agent is talking to PSG, holding talks. Oh, I'm not happy, throwing his toys out the pram. Oh, your decision is bad. Speaking publicly, saying, oh, you took off Hazard too early. Blaming Morata, you're weak, you're this. What the fuck are you doing, man? Like, shut your gob, okay? This is really pissing me off. You sit on the bench for me. First ever, I'm going 3-4-3. I would like to see us go for scrap the 3-4-3 and go 4 at the back, but I know that's not going to happen. So 3-4-3, Willy Caballero in goal, 3 centre backs of Rudiger, Christensen and Aspi, 2 wing backs of Alonso and Zavakoz because Emerson's nowhere to be seen, 2 centre mids of N'Golo Kante, says Fabregas to help us on the counters, 3 up front of Hazard, Willian and Morata, only because Morata needs to get his confidence back, otherwise we are screwed for Barca. And the only way is to complain time. I mean, I don't know anymore. I mean, we're in a state. I mean, this game is done for me. I mean, if you want me to give a score prediction, I'm going to go 3-1 Man City. I can't. That's the most optimistic. The game's finished. I told you, the game's already done and dusted. As far as I'm concerned, Antonio Conte, finito, done, dusted at the press conference. He basically fired shots at the board and said there's tension. He's basically confirmed that he's finished. He knows he's sacked. It's a rough time for us Chelsea fans, but we've just got to grind through it. And I'm gonna watch the game obviously, but I'm not gonna be gutted like I was after Barca and United. I'm just past that point now. I'm not bothered anymore. We lose. I was expecting anyway. We get anything else, I'll be surprised. It'll be a miracle. Even a miracle at this point probably won't even save us. Top 4. The only way we can get top 4 is if we win this game. Oh, don't make me laugh. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. You got a team that's free-flowing, playing for each other, playing for their manager, one of the best managers in the world. Free-flowing style of football. At home, in front of their fans, charging for the league title. On the front foot. How do you expect us to get a result, let alone a win against them? I mean, I'm just going to leave on that note. It's a joke, it's a fucking shambles, it's a disgrace, you name it all. It's abysmal. It's atrocious. I mean, yeah, you can't really say any more than that. Yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, subscribe to my channel. Like the video if you did enjoy it. Leave me your score prediction in the comment section below, your lineup, your thoughts. And yeah, I'll see you for my review where we're probably going to get battered 5-0. Peace.